Dire Maul East jump runs let you and your party kill 3 out of the 4 bosses in Dire Maul East while skipping most of the trash and avoiding the rest. Players can farm the bosses quickly, not only for their BIS loot, but also for valuable Librams, random greens, and blues for enchanting materials, and over 100 gold an hour with some lucky guaranteed Thorium spawns at the end. With these runs taking on average of 12 to 15 minutes, there's a lot of potential for loot and profits. Let me show you how to 2-man this place for loads of profit. Heading into Dire Maul East, you're looking for a tree branch and a rock below. Jumping down, you're now in the conservatory. I like dropping on this branch for less fall damage, then you drop onto the rock to the right and move forward into the middle of the road hugging the trees. We go this way because the healer is an herbalist, so it's an ideal situation that he's picking up herbalism nodes. As a tank, I'm mining. I normally have engineering, but I am herbalism for the open world. But you compare that with, like I said, engineering or enchanting. This allows the group to maximize the profits. Now, walking forward in the middle to the wall on ahead, be careful of the 2 packs of tree patrols in this area. Split the big lasher pack on the left and the smaller lasher pack on the right as you head to the wall, and once on the wall, follow it till a doorway. Walking through the doorway, you might see a stealth mob. I normally shout him out, but once you get the satyr out of stealth, just take him out. And then we will be moving forward to the first boss in here, and that is Hydrospawn. I like to pull Hydrospawn around the corner, keeping my back against the wall to avoid a geyser pushing me or the healer into packs on the right or left side of the boss area. Geyser also stop casts, so it can be super annoying. He can disarm using his ability Riptide, so death grips can be really nice here. The only other mechanic in the fight that happens is he spawns little hydrolings that knock back on melee attacks, so save Whirlwind or a Shout to stop them from running to your healer. I make a mistake and I accidentally Whirlwind too early, and that does bite me a little bit in the ass. It is recoverable, so don't worry about it at the end of the day. This fight is also a slight DPS check because he puts a dot that stacks called Submersion, which stacks -10 stamina for 1 minute, and this bad boy can stack pretty hard. I've had under 2500 HP before leaving the boss arena. Can add up quickly, so watch out. You will have this leading to the second boss, but normally it should be off by the time that you get up to fight Thornhoof. After defeating Hydrospawn, we walk across the boss area towards the north. On the northeast corner of the pool, there is a small passage between a short wall and a nearby pillar with some candles on the corner. Go over the candles between the wall and the pillar, immediately turning right around the pillar and get to the eastern wall. This should avoid most of the trash, if not all the trash. Now turn north and hug the wall to the doorway ahead. This leads to the hallway that goes up and circles back, leading to the platform of Thornhoof. Again, there may be 1 to 2 stealthed satyrs, so just watch the patrols in this hallway. Quick tip, if you ever see a ghost mushroom on the side where the satyrs are and you just don't want to kill the pack, simply walk on the ledge, pick it up from the ledge. No reason to leave that gold sitting right there. Now Thornhoof is a simple boss with a little bit of a ledge jumping and line of sighting, making him a non-issue. By pulling him to the pillar and getting him into position, it allows the healer to be in line of sight of you, while also being close to a line of sight to deal with the sacrifice mechanic. When the tank gets sacrificed, the healer can wait until it's necessary to heal and then jump onto the ledge while the boss aggroes them. Hell is good if a sacrifice goes onto the healer and an LOS is missed because they can bubble it off. I will say post-sacrifice seems to be the most deadly due to moving him back into position. Generally, you're lined from your healer. So I like to save either a health pot or even a tuber for this time. Generally, you don't need it, it's just for panic situations, but after dealing with Thornhoof, we walk back where he spawns to head back into the conservatory. Now don't forget to check this spot to see if a book is spawned in Thornhoof's room. While walking back to the conservatory to talk to the tree, we normally check the book spawns. Some book spawns sell for good money, especially the Quell chain, as well as the Hunter book, and I've also seen the Priest book go for quite a bit. Once done talking to the tree, we're gonna head to the last boss, Alzinn. Turn left out of the first hallway and proceed north, hop onto the railing and look for a pillar with a platform on top. Jump onto this pillar and drop straight down. This will make sure you avoid all the big guys. The final fight, Alzinn, should be tanked by the pillar, with the healer staying line of sight from Alvin but not from you. The 3 phases he goes through are his normal form, wolf form, and tree form.
Wolf tends to hit a little bit harder, so defensive stance can help a healer out. Tree form just kind of makes the fight longer and he heals a little bit. If you are a Resto Shaman and Renew is put up, you can purge it, so do so. At 50%, he needs to be positioned against the back wall along where he starts spawning imps so they don't accidentally aggro the Fell Lash packs by going into the middle and social pulling. Before they get to the healer, I like to demo shout to put myself on the aggro table. Challenging shout works really well, but do not pair it with your Paladin's bubble. That's a recipe for death. Every other run, I do like to use retaliation. Now, something that may help with the imps if you're having a little issue is oil of immolation if they are cheap. Imps only have 800 HP, so even a Ramstein's Light Bolt, the trinket that's from Strathholm, or even cheap iron grenades work really well here. Alzinn casts a poison dot that priest cannot cleanse. So if you have a priest, it is advised to bring anti-venom to deal with that because it drains mana drastically. No mana means death. Once Alzinn's down, look at the middle of the western wall and you'll see a crack leading down to another passage. Inside this passage, you'll find 2 to 3 rich thorium vein. Be sure to collect those before leaving the tunnel out of Dire Maul East. Now, by leaving the instance and resetting, you've completed your first jump run. Congratulations, but almost certainly not your last jump run. Statistically speaking, you could sell the bowl for a full AFK third person for roughly 30 to 50 gold. It's about a 20% drop rate, so on average, you should see 1 an hour. Arcane crystals, I've seen about 3 for my best hour and none for my worst. Overall, jump runs are a great way to stack your pockets as a healer or tank, and the faster you get, the more you can add to the runs, making more profit. Thank you for watching the video. I want to take a moment to thank everyone that recently subscribed. That's actually amazing. As for more of the content, you can catch that in the description below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.